Guess I am live. Am I going? Am I going? Let's see. Watch in picture. Picture. Where is? Oh wait, am I live? Let's see. Maybe I'm live. Sorry if I'm not live. Okay, maybe I'm live. Hi everyone. Well, today is Sunday. It is 31st of January. This is Ritza Coyote Heart, Destiny Shaper and artist and steward of the planet and helper. And I know I'm just on briefly because I could not prepare everything that I wanted. I had like a little back difficulty earlier today, and it kind of lingered. Interestingly, since I've been trying to work with the Arcturians about my back, I wanted to check in with you a little bit, just for a little bit art thing and vulnerability and keeping the light going and talking to you about some suggestions of keeping your own light shining brightly and kind of what I was want to also talk a little bit. I was going to do crystals and stones or whatever, but I didn't get a chance to go to the store because I thought I felt really good, and I tried like a few of these super, 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 super gentle stretches in my back. I did something, and it's because I fell about 10 days ago in this room into my closet, smushed on some two lamp things I had in boxes because I lost my balance because I was starting to do the splits because I was trying on my boots to go outside for a walk and had socks on one foot, and I never do this, and my shoe in the boot and I started lacing it. It was like, ooh, starting to split. It's like, that was weird. And I was just going, oh, that was weird. And I tried to stop, but I wasn't stopping. I was going like this. So I said, oh, fastly lift my leg up and put my leg down. Well, I don't know why that just didn't work. Maybe because I was still trying to do the splits with my other sock foot. And there was nothing to catch on to, even though it looked like there's like casement. I was just like, whoa, falling back. And then it didn't really hurt, and then it started to hurt, and I said, like, chiropractor. I'm pretty, except even though it's kind of hurt, kind of all right now. I gotta try this pad. My father gave me the heating pad. I don't like this electricity. I don't want to put electricity in my back, but maybe I need to do that for right now. So I have these two stones, the tree agate, and I actually put one tree agate on my back, and it started to feel better. I'm gonna add it back right now because it absorbs the pain, and I just held it. So I just want to report. I'm gonna have to get up. I might get up slow because I had like these artsy things I wanted to take you with. I wanted to give you some cool ideas what I was doing, and I wish I had taken a picture. I could have showed you. Yesterday was the first day that I tried my scrub, my version of making a bath scrub in my big jar, which is 16 ounces, and it to me it doesn't look that big, but it's big when you start adding in your ingredients. Like, oh, like maybe I should go to 8 or 10 or 12, probably 12. I'll have to look. I just like these jars because they're like super, very prosperous, and they open up big enough, and they're chunky. And after your bath scrub is done, you have this super cool, basically canning jar, or borrow my recipe, or put in your own like really cool things, or you'll just have this really super cool jar like that. So, or maybe I'll find a way to, like, once you want to refill, like make it again and send it out to you. So I was experimenting with like how to do my logo in like a ribbon, blah blah, and how to do it like ironing on. And I want to show you like my mistake, but then it came out cool. So I had this, it's Tulle, like a tulle, kind of ribbon, and but I ironed the thing on. So I'll show you my mistake because it was fun. But I want to say this tree agate, I can report that it works. While I'm sitting here, I feel less pain, but I don't know. I get up. I'm gonna try to come over and show you like the art ideas, and I'll be right back. And then there's something I want to read for upliftment, and then I'm gonna tell you like a little experience I had today with some positive things to do, which aren't completely my ideas, but I know about these, so I'm going to do them too, and I invite you to do them as well. So one, let's see if I can get, not too bad right now. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I don't know. One second. Oh, oh, coming. Yeah, maybe I'll try the heating pad thing. I just usually never put any. Oh, what's that? Money's falling in my room. I must have had a quarter somewhere. I'll have to get it in a second. I can't bend down right now. Oh my god. Okay, so let me do the art thing first. I usually do book reviews, but and stuff, but I just like want to read some positive things and tell you some things I'm going to be doing tonight as I fall asleep and stuff like that. So I got these really pink, really cool tops to go over my top. I'm gonna have to find another. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to put images and have these be patches, like to cut around and go on something. Ta-da! But here's the thing about so I wanted to use like a top to go over my jars. Like sometimes if you just look on Etsy, you'll see like a really cool fabric and a little bit of like hemp rope or wire or something, and they tie it. Looks so cool. Well, my jars actually have a hinge. They're very substantial. So they're 16 ounces. They're small, but whoa, when you put the stuff in, it's like a lot. So that would be like a lot. So it's a hefty amount. And the way I made it for this person was I put a little bit of lavender flower, then I did my sea salts and oil and essential oil. And at the top, I put more lavender. And I had to add like more sea salts and stuff than I thought. So I have to perfect my recipe for that size. But I try to be generous, and my generosity, in a sense, excuse me, like I'll always have like a little bit of extra, whether it's liquid, whether it's going to be honey, whether it's going to be almond oil, whether it's going to be grapeseed oil, because it creates such a spa luxurious experience. And the way you should use the scrub is if you're in the bathtub, great. You can always like stick your leg out or stand up and do those parts with the mitt, because the mitt gives that kind of holdability and friction with the sea salt to actually scrub and get away dead skin, even by your ankles or maybe somewhere on your back or under your little boobies or whatever, because you just want to get away the dead skin, because we slough off skin all the time. So sometimes when we're washing just with a cloth or even like a scrubby, there might be a buildup and we don't know it, just because you're taking your hand in your soap and you're gliding. And so you want to get rid of like stubborn areas, and even like to massage the bottom of your feet. It really, really helps. Like Jason Shurka, he said he used to stutter. And I noticed like I've been having a hard time. I've been stuttering a lot, especially when I'm like talking truth or having to talk about truth or difficult, hard truths. But I noticed when I was massaging the bottom of my feet with this, like in the tub every night, I don't stutter as much. And also to do with the throat, throat chakra, which we are all working on right now, and getting higher, becoming higher vibration on the planet and telling our truth, and not to be in people's face. I mean, sometimes we feel like that, just want to be in your face. But but to be in our truth and say truth without, it's not, no harming, no curse to others, no curse to ourselves. Anyway, so I really like to try my bath scrub, and I think I want to still call it Coyote Heart, but I used to have a little picture of my Bidoo kitty, and I like the Bidoo's Dreams. Bidoo's Dreams present Coyote Heart, or Coyote Heart presents Bidoo's Dreams bath, luxury bath body scrub. But anyway, I did use the Coyote Heart though. And what happened, I'm going to take this off. This really kind of was very sticky. So here's this, right, this green part here. It's not glued on, in a sense it is, but it's not glue. What it is you take your picture, whatever you cut out, you take regular saran wrap and put it over your picture. So if it's this, I would take saran wrap and cover this whole thing, hide the extra saran wrap on here, and you want to make sure that you just kind of cut it so the saran wrap will fold over. So you might need more saran wrap than you think, and you tuck all the saran wrap underneath the picture. And then you would lay it flat onto your fabric, and then you would put parchment paper over, like it's called freezer paper or parchment paper or wax paper. It's just plain white waxy paper you might put on a baking sheet sometimes when you're cooking, whatever, and you iron it. and the darn thing sticks, which is why this is stuck. Oh, I guess I could pull it off. But this, I just didn't know that. But see, it was stuck, it's stuck on there. It's stuck on there. I might be able to take it off. No, it's stuck on some places it wants to come off easy, but it's really like ripping. So it's really, it does stick pretty well. So I'd have to perfect it if I were going to do this as a kind of a patch, because I don't want you to be able to get it off. So it might require more heat from your iron, but it's a way to do it without, if you don't have like iron transfers or you don't have that kind of machine. And it's kind of a cute way to go. And what I did is I used a smaller version of this that I happen to have and cut it out. And then I had a tooling, which was the light pink. It's way in the other room, so I don't have it with me right now. I'll take while I walk over there. So I just cut out a little bit. It's really cute. It has like glitter in it, but it's like a little mesh. But surprisingly, it stuck on and stayed. And then I used a longer piece of the same mesh, and I was able to tie it very strategically around the top, where the top of the bottom, where this top opens, the bottom that's got its neck. I was able to find a way to do it and tie a bow, which looked really cute and prosperous and lovely, uplifting, and then put this top on. But on the bottom of that tooling, I did have to glue. So I put, imagine this with the tooling, and I have this here. Then I put a little heart on one side that glued, and glued this to the top. So I'm trying to perfect my logo of what I'm doing, and then I presented it to my friend, but I put it in like a plastic and wrapped it, because in her traveling in the bag, I want to protect, any spillage, any possible spillage and whatever. So I'm learning to perfect. In the box that the jars come in, there actually is some styrofoam that it sits in. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. So I can send it to people and they can enjoy it. But right now I'm making it for a few people. This one person, if she gets in touch with me, she lives in Florida, I'm gonna send it to her so she can try it and see how it's everything in process to figure it out. In terms of packaging, in terms of it not spilling and arriving like not broken. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying using the bath scrubs because it feels so luxurious and your skin feels so good, and it's really for your body. And I just take a little bit of the coarse sea salt, and I just use only a tiny bit in with some other moisturizer cleanser I have, because I don't feel you want to use the coarse sea salt exactly on your face. I don't know that if it will tear, if it's not huge, but I'm going to look into it, because sometimes you don't use sea salt on your face because you don't want it to tear the small fibers in your face. What I heard before when I used to work for Lush Fresh Cosmetics. So I don't know if that was just so you could buy more. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I kind of want to look into that. But I just use a little bit in with like this moisturizer cleanser thing. So it's got other stuff. It's not just the sea salt on your face. And then I just use it all over, and it just makes you feel so luxurious, and it lends to your skin feeling really soft. And I felt like my skin was getting super dry, and just by using coconut oil or almond oil or whatever, what else, I had some body lotion, I just didn't feel by itself it was really going in. But by taking a bath and the water and the oil sinking in and the sloughing of skin, it was so luxurious. So this was like my wacko problem, and I'm figuring it out. But next time I promise to take a picture and I'll just show you. Plus I got to set up my tripod, and I can, while I'm talking on this, I don't know if I can be YouTube on my phone, just because don't have enough subscribers yet, but I could do it through Instagram. I can do it through Facebook so far, or maybe even Patreon. I'll find out. In terms of you watching what I'm doing from up high. Whoa, let's shut the light off. Oh, I'll try that on. Sorry. So now I'm going to work on another journal, and this is, it has a pink base, but what I started to do, I've got the gold part in here. I'm still going to get some cardstock. I took some pink part here, get some cardstock. I have actually some like a magenta, not like I'm calling magenta blue, but it's not magenta. It's more like a robin blue. Use that. I've got my guy. He's gonna go on the front. I may just do all glitter around him. I think I might do some 3D pop effect somehow for him. Maybe at the bottom, and do some cactuses and stuff. And then I've got an idea to. I also want to bring in this one and or this girl, but I've got to get like my smaller images going because I'm going to do some pop-ups in this. Uh, and I don't know, maybe I might reuse him. I don't know if I want to. I put this one on the back, which is fine. I gotta do some layers and stuff. So I'm in the middle, and I just took me a long time today because I didn't know my back was gonna go out, and it just was. I wanted to do it, bring me joy, but it was gonna take a long time. Joy, get in my car, out of my. I was hurting, so forget it. Now I got like this other idea to add to my. I was saving some of these envelopes to make actually journals out of this, which was it's a long process. But the other thing that I have some of these windows, which you can send away for anyway, and I can even make my own. I could cut this out and make my own plastic stuff. But so you take some plastic and things that you're making, even if you're making a card by yourself. Some of the envelopes that you might see, how they have the little window plastic. So yeah, you can fill it with jazz. You can fill it with your own art that you do, or your own little stuff. I have some hearts. I have just little things I can make, and you can just fill it in, or you could just like if I take this. Oops, I don't know if I'm gonna do it this way, but cover him, and then have all like whatever inside, and you shake, and then I would have all the outside decorated. So yeah, every journal I do is hand done. It's just going to be different. I would like to finish a minimum of 12 during the month of February and a minimum of 12 cards, but I'm aim for higher. I'm going to aim for finishing all my journals that I have, which is probably at least another 28 empty ones. So finish my journals, and I would say if I could do 6 and 6 and 6, maybe even if I could do 3 or 4 packages of 6, because I have the 3 bank and 3 with the messages, so they'll be their own 6 for a deal. And then if I could just get a bunch of single ones done, because I have a local store that wants to have some. I don't know how many, and I'm going to reach out to I haven't yet to 2 other stores. I was just feeling like kind of getting in touch with them this month. I think this week I will. Tomorrow maybe a snowstorm or start of a snowstorm here, so I'll probably try to reach out then. I admit that the mask thing sometimes slows me up because there are some stores I go to without a mask, and I really don't want to wear one. And I know it's for my grandest good to go to these places and connect, but first comes the email and or phone call on top of that to say, hey, I sent you this email, blah blah, and what to expect, and then even follow up with snail mail with like whatever, and a little note, sticky. So I've got 2 other places I'll reach out to this effect. Tomorrow, Tuesday, they'll get that done. And then I think StreamYard between now and Wednesday, StreamYard, reach out to my computer guy who's had, he's had a family member who's unwell, so he's had to pay attention to that. Then I got this other computer guy I'm talking to on a borrowed laptop. So I've got to decide, probably fix the old laptop so I have it as a backup and get this new computer like this one, because this one's even much better. Or maybe he will say, give me the money you have now. I'll take your old laptop as like some money toward it and just give me whatever, and like that, and maybe he can sell or use the laptop. So I'm open to which way it's going to go, like that. Yes, I'm gonna offer probably order off of Evo Amazon because I need some vitamins. There's a few other things, and also Elf makeup. So Elf makeup, I believe 100% is vegan, and I believe they do not test on animals. And so you're gonna start seeing a new me, I think, because I wanted to shape my eyebrows different and draw them in, and they have stuff that sets them. And then I don't know if I really need it for my face, but I'd like to start doing some false eyelashes and my lipstick. And the only reason, like, when ladies do makeup and as we get older, although it's not all the time, but sometimes you feel like, oh, I have a wrinkle or I have lines, and you don't want to like put on your makeup and then go like, what is that? It's like a creature. I want to do that. And I don't know, like maybe I just got lazy too because I'm really kind of cute, but I haven't wanted to go to a nail place and do my nails because I do not want to wear like their mask. I don't even know. I just took a vacation for my pedicure and my nails, and we will probably open more by April, so in a couple more months. So excuse me. I'm just gonna shape my nails. I'm gonna just do my best. I may have to throw some color, but I stopped taking my silica house nails. My whole diet is changing. Today, for example, I have like regular tea with honey and organic cream, but I don't think it's that good for me because I don't think that I don't always have it. So I really just needed to do something different today, and that's what I did. But I'll be back to my chamomile tea tomorrow, and I've got to drink my water. Normally, I'll go for a little walk, and I drink at least 2.5 glasses of water on my walk. And now I drink 2.5 glasses between now and 9, and I will, hopefully more, because I'm getting thirsty right now. Let me just read you some stuff to be positive, and I want to tell you some other stuff after that. And I'll close probably with this, but let's see. Wow, new situations are welcome. Whoa, what was I just talking about? I let go laziness, doubt, and procrastination. Message. Instead of clinging to what was, I choose what's next. You throw these cookies up all over your room or on your refrigerator. Instead of clinging to what was, I choose what's next. I let go of laziness, doubt, procrastination. I invest in new patterns of winning. It's pretty cool, right? Images. Good one. Let's see. Circulation affirmations. That was pretty long. Oh, this is another one. It's sort of it piggybacks on what I just said. Free and unafraid, I take my place in what's next. This is a good one to segue with because I just was on a Paul Warostic like healing session on Zoom, but silly me, because I haven't used Zoom on this computer, I was trying to get in the way that I would before my old one. So it took me 19 minutes to actually get that I could hear. So I went to my phone, which was all right, but it took me 19, 20 minutes. And I guess I was hoping, and I didn't really click, but maybe I thought, just join Zoom on this one. Duh. I would have got in. I'm sure I would have got in. And I was like thinking, oh, we're going to make Firefox my default browser. And I was just trying different ways. And at first, it was like a tendency to go, okay, I'm getting hot, and nervous. My back is hurting more. I can't do it. I was like, stop. Just stop. You know, if I'm not meant to participate, I won't. And that's how I kind of thought of it. So I just kept trying to find a way, and I did. And it led me to my phone 19 minutes later, and I just took the rock out of my back. But I'll just hold on to it. The tree agate. Remember, I went over these, and it was one of the ones that's about nature, and it actually can help reduce pain. I'm gonna try the other one. Maybe I should try both of them. Oh, okay. I put Tiger Balm on my boo boo, where it's try to let it go, but it did a little bit. Like it doesn't feel too bad right now sitting. I was gonna lay down. The reason I'm hesitant, my father gave me the pad, so I guess he does like me. He gave me this heating pad. It was so sweet to borrow. And I usually just don't, I'm not been an advocate about putting electricity next to the human body, much like we're on these things. Oh yeah, this doesn't have a, on this, like I have a little this resonator thing that came from the UK, and it helps to absorb the bad of studying, helps to absorb the bad electromagnetic systems. So it's not like we're getting fried all the time. Yeah, but this one doesn't have it, so I'm probably going to reach out to the person in the UK and send for more as soon as I can. Because, like, I'm still, well, how can I put this so I won't distract from what I'm trying to teach and emulate? Well, so I get some unemployment because I'm not at a part time job and they're not always using me because I'm last on the list and they call you last minute. And I don't mind that. But if I feel like I have a focus for my art or whatever, I don't just jump. Or if I'm not feeling good with my back or whatever, I'm not going to go to work because I can't stand. But they know like I'm still working there and I like them very much and I would go back. Yes, I would like to work there 30 hours a week. But in the meantime, I'm all about forwarding art in the channel and getting, just learning more and more. And I'm only one person and I don't have a team. And some people of you figure it out really fast. And if you're listening and want to help me figure it out really fast, I'm all for your help. So thank you, thank you. Um, and today, just a little bit, I was also figuring out like my tarot cards that I love may not come for another 3 weeks at the most, but they might come in sooner because it was a third party seller. But I went on Etsy and I found cards that were I even felt just as much resonating with, and there were at least 3 decks that I really liked, and they called to me, and there was an order. Well, there was 1, 2, and 3, and now they sort of like weave in and out that I like them all for different. They're calling to me. They're all different reasons, but I could see helping and doing tarot cards with those as well, and reading too. So I want to offer that service because I really think that I have a good way of actually seeing people and what they're going through and what they're needing more than sometimes for myself. So I got the cards for fun and as a tool of teaching fun, and we probably don't even need that. It's just a download from the invisible, but it's kind of fun sometimes to pick the cards and show people and have a conversation around that, what's really going on at the moment. So the ones that I liked that I'll share, I saw it is the wisdom. I think it was the wisdom. Oh no, it was Earth Wisdom Oracle deck. They're kind of like the fairy folk, and they kind of remind me of my high faith family. So that's what I would say. And a little bit of Ireland, and I like the whole idea of that. So I think I'm going to, get those ones, of course. And then I liked Soulful Woman. So these were mostly faces of women that were drawn by someone with an artistic imagination. And then there was a face that was more human, but they all were. And I think that will kind of help me. And I just felt called for that one as well. And then there were Dragon Oracle cards. And so while I didn't know that I was drawn to the dragon, but what I really liked, they made them dragonfly size, and they're very, very powerful totem. And they're also, let's go back to my English. So then there was the association of the fairy realm and the dragon realm together. So I like those. So I have this other powerful deck. I think it's called Art Through um, Starstream Oracle, something like that. That one's taking a while. But they mean a lot to me, and then I would think I would stop there for right now because having 4 decks and learning. So I'm not maybe getting them all right away. I have to see what my budget is, which is okay because it's opening up and opening up. I'll just trust that dollars will be there. And I don't know where they're going to come from. They just are, because once you plug into being a divine sovereign being, like the nature spirits and the higher ascended masters, and your heart will take care of you, aligned with all that is infinite mind. I would definitely recommend having a session with Paul Wyrosik, and here's why. He's just a down to earth regular guy. And some of it might feel like, oh yeah, that I kind of knew that, but he's just easy. And the other, there's been like other people I think that maybe I seem to have discounted that are really wonderful, that would be really helpful. Um, they're on. I want to just tell you the name. Hang on a second. I'll get you the name of where they are. So look on my Facebook thing. I'm gonna check that out in a second. So I think they're on New Earth Ascending, but someone just got in touch with me and I don't know what happened. But I don't know. Okay, 1 second. Okay, New Earth Ascending. Um, and they have different people that they're connected to on New Earth Ascending. Oh gosh, like Bonnie Bird, Bud. Her. She loves this person she has on a lot. Named, what is her name? I think she's in Ireland. Julia Stubb, Stubbe. I think, because I don't want it to start talking because it will community chat. This was what was this? That was yesterday. That would be really nice to listen to. So what you do is you go to in Facebook, New Earth Ascending Consciousness Community Chat. New Earth Ascending Consciousness Community Chat. They're actually a very bunch of lovely ladies, and I think that they have more power in them and connection that you may really love, and you can easily have authentic conversations with them via messenger, or just write back and forth to them. I would advocate them. What else? Yeah, Paul Wyrosek, who it's Wyrestok, Wyrostek, and I think he's ascending. I think he's ascending consciousness. I think that's what he's under. Um, I'll check for in a second. So let's see. ASCEN. Stop it. Ascending. If he is on Facebook. So the New Earth Ascending Consciousness comes up, but let me just see if I can get him so I can help you better. Wow, he has like over 4,000 followers and 12 mutual friends follow him. Now it says he lives in Warwick, Rhode Island, but I sincerely thought he was in Wales or Ireland for some reason that he was from. But on the session today, it was regular time. So maybe he does go to Europe, and maybe he does, like he was in somewhere like Mexico also recently. Let's see. Yeah, he joined 2014, and then he had 4,382 people. Let's see. Is that him? No, that's someone else. He's WYR. That doesn't look like him. I'm just trying to get to the right person. So let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go there. There's two pictures of a Paul Wyrostek, but one picture that he used isn't him. Because this one says lives in Rhode Island, and when I pick up his picture, to me that doesn't look like him. That looks like an yes, the good old days. I think that could be his dad. I think. And then him, and sent my requested, but I would have a session with him. This was 10 hours ago. I would look him up. So it is, his last name is spelled Wyrotek. And he looks 40s, 50s, under 60, not older. And he looks to be physically fit. The other person I saw was maybe 60 and a little. He might be physically fit, but he looked a little more broad. So I'm just saying, just to differentiate, that figure was in front of a plane. So, all right, like that. What else do I want to touch before I go? Oh, yeah. So tomorrow being February 1st, and I have an old wall calendar. I don't have anything like a new animal calendar or something. So what was suggested by one of the teacher, I call them teachers, if I'm learning from someone, even if we kind of seem to be on the same level, or maybe they're just at different places, or if they resonate because everything they're saying, I'm feeling, and I like to follow them because they're light and bright and beautiful and seem to get a lot done. So Soul Odyssey Healing, she had this thought. She wanted to call February Love You Erie. She spells it LOVEU Erie instead of February. And I think of LUV, like the 60s, 70s flower power, man. Da, 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 yeah. Oh, do, 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 do. I think of it as flower power. Hey, buddies. Flower power February. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. Flower power February. Love you, Erie, as in peace, man, rock on, power to you, babe. Let's go do it, and all that stuff. So, Hippieville, Peter Max. Look up Peter Max, designer. So I have it. Love you, Erie. I would say LUV. To me, that's cooler. Sorry, but she's like, do something that is loving to you every day. A little thing. It could be an affirmation or 3 that you say in a mirror. It could be your scrub baths. It could be your 15-minute walk you take. It could be your yoga, which I can't do because my back is out. If I can walk, I will. Oh my God. It could be writing yourself a letter. It could be calling someone you haven't done in a long time. If you're a mom and have kids, it's that bath you take. It's that 10 minutes where you say, I'll be home in 10 minutes because I'm out. You've gone doing the laundry or you've gone doing the shopping, but you don't come home right away no matter what's waiting for you. Take that 10, 15 minutes and go get yourself that tea or that coffee and stop by the side of the road. If it's cold where you are, keep the heat running and look up at the sky and give thanks, or go to some vista on the way home where you can just say, put on a happy song and groove out in the car or dance around the car or whatever. If it's snowing tomorrow, do something for you. Make a request from your little ones or big ones. That's really cool. Like, tonight, help me set the table. I would really appreciate that. And guess what? You get to set the table the way you like, with the dishes you like, and the forks you like. I'm going to leave it up to you. Give them some responsibility to help you. Or if it's paper plates, make it easy on yourself for the month of February. Make it easy on yourself. Maybe a takeout. Even if it is pizza, you know how I feel about pizza, but if it's a takeout or a healthy takeout, or you normally don't do it and it's not Friday night or Saturday, maybe it's Monday, maybe it's, there are people who will travel in the snow for you because they've got 4-wheel drive and they'll bring you their stuff. Or, instead of making the big hot meals, you've got the soup and it's crackers and cookies and fruit, you know, like make it easy on yourself for the month of February so that you have that little bit of window of time. Maybe it's that you're going to get up 10 minutes early or half an hour early to see the sun yourself before everyone else and have a cup of tea. Maybe it's no matter how cold it is, you are going to go out for that 3 minutes or 10 minutes just to stand in the yard and be in the cold and know that you're fully alive. Maybe it's developing a declaration and saying, I declare that I'm sovereign. I declare and relinquish any bonds to any invisible ness that wants to harness my spirit, and I am free. Or a simple prayer to the planet and the invisible helpers. That would be like, help me on this path to be a divine steward of the planet. Wake me up to my full potential. Wake me up in harmony and goodness, and so that I be an example to others on this journey. And yes, I'm open and receptive to all good. Send in that money windfall. Send in the way and the people that opened up my channel for my art, for my business to thrive, and that I'm connected in community, people who think I'm wonderful, alive, and beautiful. And I'm surrounded by like-minded individuals. I see their wealth. They see my potential. I see my wealth, and I see their potential. Together we're in harmony, and just explode the planet in light. Thank the light for coming to the planet. Thank the invisible helpers. And it may be where you're just like, hey, I'm just into angels and not to this fairy thing. Okay. Invite the angels that you know and any beings then angelics of 100% pure light. Because what if, like Paul Y. Rostick says, there are many beings coming in to help us? Why limit our family of help? Why limit our family of help? If a door is open to opportunity, are you going to go, well, I don't know, I don't like that door because I only know that door A. I don't know about that door B, and I didn't even know that existed, so forget it. I just want that door A. Well, what if that door over there, oh, it looks like a door, but it's really good. Stand in front of it and say, only if it's 100% pure light, let it open. Let the windfall come of good. I'm open and receptive. I don't have to know how. I don't have to know who. My job is to feel good. My job is to feel happy best I can. My job is to catch myself in blame, shame to myself and others and go, whoa, glad I caught myself. Thank you. Y'all bad, whatever energies, you got nothing on me, dudes, because I choose the light. Get out. Now, Paul Wyostic says something about you don't have to smudge and you don't have to do crystals and you don't have to whatever. And I think that's true. I think you can just get a download and be surrounded in the energies of the frequency. But I also think it's fun to have tools, and if it's fun for you, keep the tools, keep the energy. You know who you are, and before you know it, boom, you're just that frequency. In fact, Janine, this Soul Odyssey Healing, she reminded many of us, there's a movie, I think I saw part of it, I don't remember it really. Frequency, it's an old Dennis Quaid movie and someone else. I know all these actors, oh my God. They were sucked into so many bad things. But if you go take a look at the movie Frequency, it's going to show you your power. Now, I didn't see it all. I don't remember it all. Don't get scared. There is a story to it, and there's a little scariness in there, to make you watch the movie. That, oh, you have to have something bad to have something good happen to know your real power. That's not true. The days of, oh, you have to suffer to learn what's good so that you'll ascend, so that you'll be open and know. Why do you always want to smack your hand in the door to know, oh, I shouldn't have done that? No, you smacked it once, you smacked it twice, you smacked it 3 times. It doesn't have to be in your vibrational quotient to that's how we learn that we have to feel bad all the time to know exactly all our joys. That's to me is an old paradigm. Now what we need to do, if we make a choice, make a different choice. Make a choice, make a different choice. Oh, your second cap wasn't on as full or fond or tight enough or whatever. Everyone has a hiccup. Okay, stop. Develop a new definition. Take a breath. And even now, when I have my boo-boo, breathe into the air. Know that this is temporary. I am an athlete. I am back. I've rejuvenated my body. And again, a gentle reminder too, one of the other people I discovered, Brian Scott. So many surfing, hypnotic, meditations, affirmations. Listen with earbuds. Earbuds don't have to cost a lot. Go to your dollar store, have $2, buy 2, in case one gives out. Because sometimes these earbuds, whatever, like earphones, I get the earbuds, they can last a week, they can last a year. I just get usually a couple, so I have them on hand. Listen, because often, with certain frequencies, especially binaural, they go into your subconscious and they are talking to you about your magnificence. So you might hear something, but underneath is the other frequency working to help you fine-tune yourself. And say more positive things to yourself. I started doing my gratitude journal. It's right now, it's not very fancy. It's not fancy like my journal. So like I said, I'm going to be just not judging that I'm moving slow, and it is what it is right now. It is what it is. But so in one of my empty journals, I wrote my special gratitude journal. And each day I write down, today I started to write down healthy back and body, clear skin, smooth and adorable, amazing new home. I'm pretty and expansive, and also the home is pretty and expansive. It's great. I'm near the ocean. um, what I haven't put in, like even say for my kitties, for my car, for you, for me, for the little heater, for the light, for the sky, for the galactic helpers, for angels, for Lord Saint Germain, all my team, Yeshua, Lord Buddha, Lord Maitreya, etc. Could be for your glasses. Could be for your hat that keeps you warm. Could be for your shoes. The toilet flushes. You're going to have a shower. You were able to wash your clothes today. Little things of gratitude matter. Because when you can be grateful for what you have, you can move on to the next things of your imagination to make that come in because you're just a magnet to your good or a magnet to your lower vibe. And I'm also going to be working with laughing at the news more because when here it's on, it does hurt my ears. And my father doesn't know. He's not into computer. He doesn't always even understand his phone. You know, he's just doing his best. And we all know someone, even in passing, that's and doesn't want to know anything new. Let's just say we're always learning. For me, it's what can I do every day to exercise? Now I know I can't stretch. I got to stay with a little bit of walking. I was doing really well. Read, even if I can read a half an hour. Wow, if I could read like an hour and a half and read a half an hour of one book, whatever I get, half an hour of another book, because I like to sometimes, you know, I have all those amazing books that I've been reviewing. And there is another book, and I'll do a review tomorrow. I'm sure I have it. It's a really good book. You'll really like it. I'll save it as a surprise. And I'll just report back to you tomorrow on what I didn't do. You know, tonight I'm going to take a hot bath. I'm going to take a hot bath. Hopefully that'll help me back because I'm not sure. I'm going to actually talk to a nursing friend who's very esoteric in channels, and she's into the grandmothers of the her Cherokee part of her. So yeah, I think I just want to end right now. Let me end with something wonderfully positive and uplifting to say, and I think that will end right now. Oh, this is really cool. This will help us with our ascension and love vibe. When love is greatest, words are fewest. When love is greatest, words are fewest. Oh my God, this is really also helpful to me. I wish it's helpful to you. To be great is to be misunderstood. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that. To be great is to be misunderstood. So as you're climbing into your own power, you don't need no one to tell you whatever. You know, be you. Stand tall. Be bright. Nice. 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 And there's some other people here that I don't know. Abe Lincoln said this, but for what it's worth, because I like Abe Lincoln, I like the idea that he tried so hard to unify this country, and he was a self-made person, and he believed in the goodness of hearts. He was a good person. He believed in goodliness and doing the right thing. Folks who have no vices have very few virtues. Now, we know sometimes that doesn't need to be true because some of the big vices have been really bad. Really bad. But you know, when we think about some of the people that are true and lovely, to me this means like maybe me, maybe you. We are really striving and we're standing more and more in our power. But it doesn't mean we're not going to have a day where we swear, or maybe we look sternly at our pets or a kid for a moment. We forget it because we're bombarded by, or we try to fit that square box in the round hole. But in that moment, we're catching ourselves quicker and quicker and saying, please forgive me. I don't want to be, like lately with my pets, because they're my kids, I don't want to be mad at you. I don't want to do anything. I'm a little challenged right now. Stop it. Stop it, please. I'm a little on edge right now. Please stop it. I love you. Please stop it. Stop. So that's how like I get. And even that, I'm going like, oh, what am I being stern with them for? Oh, because at the moment I go, stop it. Stop it. And they're like, oh, what is she doing? So, because they don't know me like that, they know me for just being gentle and loving them. And I admit there are some moments I'm like bombarded. So I have to breathe and remember, breathe and remember, breathe and remember. So now and now and now and now and now and now and now. Because every now moment is different. Every now moment you're different. Hmm. So you're doing more. I seem to be on a roll. I love that one though. When love is greatest, words are fewest. When love is greatest, you are nothing but love. You come from infinite mind. We always say that that's love. And it was so interested in not being alone. It made all kinds of beings. We call it God, Allah, the infinite, the Omega, the Alpha. Um, it's everything. It's not a guy with the staff parting the Red Sea, parting the Red Sea. And it's not just Yeshua. Yeshua came as an ascended master. Yes, the Son of God, and so are you. That means you are of the light, you have the power. The kingdom is within. That's where we call first for our power and make it happen in co creation with the Divine One, all the Divine Ones. It's not bad. You're not a sinner. You're unequal. You're magnificent. That's the lie. We were taught in all this division. So that people, just when people are starting to be friends, they go, well, you don't believe what I believe, so I'll just pray for you. Ugh. Can't hang around her anymore. Oh. When you see someone down, you pick them up. When you see someone sad, you pray for them and wish them well, not from a place of desperation, but from a place of glory and goodness and magnificent and that frequency of power that they get zapped with love and intuition and brightness and insight. You certainly can pray the other way, but it's keeping yourself here, not up here where we're just naturally supposed to be. It's really good. You're really good for me too, because I get to remind myself. But I love that. When love is greatest, words are fewest. I love these because I want to include some of this in my journal, just as like Brian Scott, what he says on some of his affirmations. That just, when you see a quote that really strikes you and you just want to share it with people, not like to remind them of bad things, but to give them things to ponder that they can reach for and say, oh, that quote, that word reminds me to stay at a state of care, kindness, goodness, and get back there when I'm not. Really nice. All right, should I? All right, intentions. I just want to read one more because these are so really cool. Well, let's see. This was like setting intentions. And the first one, I kind of came to two, but unceasing intention continues for justice and divine order all over Earth. And we can use that right now and extend that out into the galaxy and universe, galaxies and universes. Unceasing intention continues for justice and divine order all over Earth. And here we go. This is a pretty potent one. World leaders successfully summon the wisdom of the ages to direct working. The wisdom of the ages, the true wisdom of the ages, the truth in the wisdom of the ages. All right then, let me go do a little bit of art. Let me go figure if I can talk to my nurse friend. And my little coyote heart just loves you. You are powered by the stars. I want to wrap you with a hug. Thank you. Bye.